cornfields. I hate the cornfields. Let me change this. Wait, I saw birds come back. It's the first time I've noticed birds as a telltale sign that the survivors nearby. Man, injured. Just come over to this gen like you don't care. There's a scourge hook here. Let me change my reshade to cold wind. And I gotta kick a gen. Look at this 3-gen right here. Ooh, nice. Let's give this a kick. They're gonna pop one right about now-ish. Cut you off, baby. Get out of here. Get out of town. Guys, get those gens done. It's important. It's very important that you get them done. Very important that you get them done. Good job. Wow, look at the pressure we got going on. How are we gonna come back from this? You guys wanna do gens? Got gens to do. Gens. 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 Come in for that pallet save. You got it. Should pick up the fang, but whatever. One of them's out. She wants. Okay. Wow, what a mess this became, huh? DC. Aww. Nia coming in. What do you want? What do you want? Let's you go to the basement. Get your buddy out. Nope, too late. Oh, tractor. Poor Blink Nurse. DC. Good job. I did Pip with the DC. Game well played. Good luck next. Stuff. Good times. Clearly they had fun. Clearly. They had a good time. My game needs to updates. I have bad signal. Won't be able to play updating the game online. It take a client a bit. Slow as your internet, girl. Part of the house. What you need is a Ethernet cable, and you plug directly in, and you'll have way faster internet speeds. I was using a wireless internet, and I kept getting disconnected from games. And I plugged in an Ethernet cable. I ran it from all the way downstairs, and I, what do you call it? Like hammered in, and like ran it across the baseboard and up the walls and all the way up the stairs around like all the baseboards. So it's just like hidden. It's not like an eyesore, and went all the way straight to my computer. And ever since then, I've had ridiculously fast internet speed with almost like hardly any disconnects whatsoever. I'm talking about Ethernet cable. It's like probably $15 or something. You can get like a 50 foot, 100 foot, but you just have to carefully run it along like baseboards and up the walls and around like edges where it's not like an eyesore. Basically, you get a white one, go along the baseboards like you don't even notice it. And like it's a world of a difference. I kept losing internet all the time, and then I would get DC penalties from the Wi-Fi. Since then, not only do I not get any disconnects at all, but my like speed is literally like 10 times faster than it was with the Wi-Fi, or the wireless rather. Not doing that. It took me like, I did it in a couple minutes. They come in a pack with these little like, I guess they're like little staple looking nails that you just take a hammer and like go like every foot or whatever space you need along the edges of a baseboard from like where the wire plugs into the wireless. And you just hammer it in, you just tap it lightly with a hammer, and you just run it along to wherever you need to go. I mean, I don't know if you have to go upstairs, but I had to go upstairs. just hide the wire. Or if I don't know if you have a carpet, maybe just run it under the carpet or something, but just hide the wire so it's not noticeable and run that directly to your computer and it'll just be like a world of a difference. Like before I would like I said, I would have DCs and I would not be able to upload YouTube videos while I was playing the game. My whole game would lag out. I'd have to wait till I was done playing and streaming or whatever to upload all my videos and be backlogged like 50 videos. But now I just upload the videos right as I'm playing and I don't even notice a lag or anything at all. Go to chat, okay.
Oh, that's nice. I don't know. I personally I don't like the idea of the cords. I have too many animals, and it's just I'm all the way at the end. Oh Jesus, I can hear myself. So I'm all the way at the end of my house, like all the way at the end. So it's like having that cord for me, I just feel like wouldn't be aesthetically pleasing, and I would have to go up to the. I'd have to put it up to the ceiling, and that's just not what I'm gonna be bothered to do per se. It just wouldn't work for me. But Wi-Fi extenders I have seen do a pretty good job because I have this little white box that plugs into the wall that connects to my tower that provides the internet. But I want a Wi-Fi extender. I want to put
Why
that
can't you
somewhere.
just put the Wi-Fi or your modem near your computer? Like move it closer.
It's all the way in the living room near the gaming room. And this house is an old cement house. This is a house like built in the 50s. So this house is meant to last. So it's an old, thick brick house. So like the Wi-Fi isn't bad. Like where I'm at right now, I'm perfectly fine. I now granted sometimes it'll be a little slow, or if other people inside the house are like on their devices, sometimes you can get a little bit of like iffy internet. But
What do you
I
have,
personally
roommates?
it just depends. Like friends come over, family comes over. Like I'll stay and like I'll have my nieces for the night, and teenagers nowadays, including little kids, all have tablets and smartphones. So it just depends. But I love my Wi-Fi provider. I haven't had a problem with them as far as it goes for Wi-Fi service. But I was looking at Wi-Fi extenders because the only other place we could possibly put the modem would be like in the kitchen, but like that would be it. So I'm like, meh. I would then have to get a shelving unit to like put it up there because there's only one random spot. Like it's so random. There's internet access like spots right there for the kitchen area, but it's a big blank wall. So I'd have to buy shelves or like tables or something to like put the modem and everything on. And I'm like, I could do that, or I can buy a Wi-Fi extender and just see how that works. Because if that Wi-Fi extender doesn't work, then I know, okay, at that point I should probably invest in the cords, like you said, and then do as you had said and try to like make it to where it's not an eyesore, not easily trippable. Because we don't have carpet; it's all wood and tile.
Yeah,
Oh, and no
it's
baseboards. There's almost no baseboards in this house, so
yeah, I don't
there's that
know
too.
what the situation is, but I knew I had to run mine upstairs, so I got two. One was 50 foot, one was 100 foot, and I ran it to
Oh,
two different rooms. And putting it up was kind of like a little pain because I did have to like get on a chair and like hammer and I mean it's not hard. It's just I wanted to do a nice neat job and make it so it wasn't noticeable at all and like I never even notice it. So it kind of goes up. It goes up the wall in the corners like around the doors where you don't really see anything and then it comes all the way straight to my room and plugged right in my computer and it's like I can't even believe the difference.
so I do have enough plants inside my house that if I was to buy like fake ivy strings, I could hide that with the cord. And I feel like that would it'd go with the aesthetics of all the plants I have, so it wouldn't be too bad. I just want to get the Wi-Fi extender first, and if that doesn't work, then all right, fine, I'll get the cords because I do hear good things about the cords as well. I know for a fact, I've had the cord before and I've tripped over it. I've put duct tape down and it's like a not pleasant to look at. And I'm not an electrician. I'm not even somebody that's good at wires or anything like that. Like my tower looks good on one side, but like my cable management on the other side is shoddy. But while we're waiting, for my update, it looks like it's about halfway done. You can go ahead and play another game or so. I'm just sipping my coffee, watching you play.
If anyone else is around.
I'm very surprised that there isn't very many others around, especially because it's like a Friday night to Saturday morning type of
Is
deal.
it Friday night?
Well, it was,
Wow.
wasn't it? You have me questioning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't I
Friday
didn't
night.
even realize. But yeah. Apparently so.
I've just been up, just sewing mostly. Like my sister had a baby, and I told her not to have it, but she had it, and so she's breastfeeding now,
What do you
and
mean you
so she
told her not to have it? Don't have it.
yeah, she was like, I'm pregnant. And I was like, "Eee, I'll pay." And she was like, what? And I was like, oh, is this what you wanted? She was like, yes, I want this baby. I love it. I'm like, all right, fair enough. And so,
Wow. So when it's so
long,
when the kid's
I
old
wasn't
enough,
a
you could be
fan.
like, "Hey, I was the one that didn't want you."
Listen, I at first I didn't want this baby, and now it's like I don't mind the baby. But like I just wasn't a fan of the guy that she was with. Like if she would have had it with somebody that I would have approved of, like it would have been perfectly fine. I would never even would have brought that suggestion up.
Yeah, but
But
that is
like
but I mean, yeah, I get the fact that you're gonna, if a father's gonna be around, then now that person's in your life forever. But at the same time, it's like it's not the baby's fault who the father
no,
is. Like,
exactly. It's not the baby's fault at all.
I'm, I'm
I just didn't
pretty
I just
sure
didn't want
I'm
her.
pretty sure you're gonna love the child. This is your
I
niece
do
or
now.
your
I do
nephew
now.
or
My niece.
yeah.
It took me a couple months. Like it took
Oh
me
my
her entire
goodness!
pregnancy plus 4 months after the baby was born for me
Wow.
to actually like this baby
Oh
and meet the
my
baby.
goodness! Are you serious?
I was so against this guy that like the thought of this child even being part of him made
So
me not
is
want to meet this
does the
child.
guy like want to stay in her life and all that?
Yeah, like they're talking of marriage and everything. It's just when they were first together, I was not a fan of how he acted, how he presented himself, but he has changed. He's completely changed. He bought the house that she wanted for their kid. Like he truly changed, but he was the problem. He absolutely was a problem. He wasn't a good guy, but he changed. The thought of him having a baby girl just changed this guy. And so then he turned his life around, saved up enough, got the house that she wanted and everything. And so now I'm okay with him. Now it's like, okay, you should have done this beforehand, but I'm proud of you for the person that you have become in lieu of now knowing that you are a father and now this little girl is going to be looking up to you. She's going to look at you to see how you treat her mom. She's going to look at you to see how she's going to want to go to pursue men in her life. Like being a father to a little girl is like a really big deal. Like having a son for a guy is like, yeah, that's his bloodline, sure. But having a daughter is the biggest deal a man can have because now everything you've done to women in your life before you had this child, you're now going to fear that other men are going to do to your daughter what you did to other men's daughters. So it's like he like 180, like completely different person, changed his life around. Super good guy. I genuinely like him now. I just wasn't a fan of it at first. So it took me like 4 months to meet the baby. And I was like, all right, you kind of cute. Like you're adorable. And so then my sister is currently breastfeeding, which is what I'm sewing right now. She's breastfeeding, and so she wants a cover for when she's breastfeeding. That way, it covers the baby and her. So that's what I'm sewing right now.
So is there any particular reason you didn't meet the baby for 4 months? Because like, are you not in the same
I couldn't stand
location?
him. No,
Oh,
no, like we're super close. I just couldn't stand him so much so that I had to grow up. I had to get over myself at the same time. I disliked him so much that my dislike for him was put towards this very innocent baby. And
wow.
that wasn't fair to the baby. But I had to grow up. I had to realize this baby is innocent. This baby is not just part of him, but it's part of my sister, and I
Okay, so
love my
you're
sister.
yeah, so you're a little bit less of a terrible person now than you were.
Yeah, exactly. I had to mature. I had to deal with the fact that this baby is here. She wants it, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I can either get with the program and be a part of this child's life and give her a loving aunt that will help out and help my sister, or I can step back because I truly disliked this guy for who he was. Because again, he wasn't a good person. But my sister has helped him and directed him to where now he is a respectable man that I feel is a good father now to this daughter. So yeah, I definitely had to grow up,
Well, it
and
sounds like everybody's
he had to change.